capacitor and inductors. Anyone can tell me what is the difference between capacitor and inductor? Anyone can reply, please? Yes. Uh, Let me take the name of the students. चलिए आनंद बरनवाल, please reply.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between capacitor and inductor?
Sorry,
What is the difference between capacitor and inductor?
sir, भूल गया.
भूल गया. Okay. राघव सिंह, yes, please reply. What is the difference between capacitor and inductor? Raghav, you are here, or just you have on the lecture and you have gone away? Srish Tripathi. Yes, Srish Tripathi. You are here? Okay. Shruti Mathur. Please, everyone is replying my question, my answer, what I'm asking.
Sir, maybe it's between magnetic field and electric field. I'm not sure about
What's the
which
good
one
name,
is
please?
the Shruti Mathur.
वो Srushti Mathur or Mr. क्या है? What is that?
Sir, Shruti Mathur. It's Shruti Mathur.
Shruti Mathur. Okay, okay.
Yes.
Actually, your reply is a little bit good. Capacitor is very much related with electric field, and inductor is related with magnetic field, right? So let me tell you, I'm not very much, interested this electric and magnetic field. I am going straight forward. Capacitor is used to allow to pass AC current. ठीक है? And inductor is used to allow to pass DC current. If I want to check, I want to prevent AC current, then we need to use inductor. And if I want to check DC current, then we are going to use capacitor. ठीक है? So these are the basic application of capacitor and inductor. So okay, you can go through your previous lectures. I mean, previous means in intermediate. In you have read in during the preparation of your JE something electromagnetic, electrostatics. So if you will revise those topics, then you feel little bit comfort over here. So now I'm going to start electronics material. So there are three types of material. One is conductor, another is insulator, and third is semiconductor. So first I'm going to discuss insulator. So insulator are those material whose conductivity is zero. I mean, these type of material are not able to conduct any type of current, right? And why they are not able to conduct any type of current? The reason as you know that for conduction of the current, always we need free electrons. I is equal to dq by dt. Already you have read. So I is equal to dq by dt. And what is a dq by dt? dq by dt means movement of charge with respect to time t. So when the charge will move, when free electrons will be there, and when free electrons will not be there, no movement of the charge, no I will be there. So it means insulator, inside the insulator, there is no any type of free electron inside the atom. That's why the conductivity of insulate zero. Keep in your mind. Sometimes people are going to ask. So now, so insulator conductivity is zero because of non-availability of free electrons in atoms or in outermost shell of insulated material. First point. Second point, what are those? And for example, who are those material? Like clay, wood, mica, glass, and all. Now, come on, conductors. So, conductors are those material whose conductivity is very much high. Yani the property of conductors are totally opposite to the property of insulators. In the insulators, there is no free electron in the atom, while in the conductors, there are huge amount of the free electrons are available in the outermost orbit, orbit as you can say in the atom. It means they are, very much to flow the current from one terminal to another terminal. Are those material whose conductivity is very much high, and they are in cycle, they will allow to pass the current from one terminal to another terminal. And what is the reason behind that? The reason is there is a large number of free electrons are available in the atoms, right? And all those conductors in materials are attached with ionic bond. With the ionic bond. Right now, you are going to provide the temperature to the conductor so that the conductivity decrease to another point. Why the conductivity will decrease? As already you are knowing that current is flowing on the surface of material. So surface is fixed. Already huge amount of the free electrons are available. And if you are going to provide more temperature, then ionic bond they will provide. So surface area is fixed. Electrons are increasing. So what will happen? They are not able to move from one place to another place. यानी there will be movement problem. So जब movement नहीं होगा, यानी dU by dt is going to reduce. Obvious. It is steady, and if there will be 80 students because of any circumstances, then what will happen? Those students will not able to move. Then what will happen? They will collide. They will generate some sort of heat and get some on number increase exponential way. So in this way, conductors. So let me conclude regarding the conductors. First point, conductors conductivity is very much high. Second point, in the region because of availability of free electrons in outermost cell. Third point, conductivity of conductors are going to decrease when temperature will increase. These are 3 points regarding the conductors. And 4 point, what are those materials? All the metallics, all the metals are conductors. All the metals like silver, iron, gold, nickel, tungsten, and all. All the metals are conductors. So now come on, semiconductors. So with the name is also reflect is also showing that semiconductor. From the name, it is reflecting that the property of this type of material in between that, in between insulator and conductor, semiconductor. So semiconductor first point, conductivity is greater than insulator but less than conductor. First point. Second point, why it is like that? All the semiconductors material are made or bounded with the help of covalent bond. With the help of covalent bond. So in the covalent bond, not all the electrons are bounded, not all the electrons are free. Some electrons are free, and very few electrons are free. So these free electrons can contribute to the current, right now. So second point, if I am going to increase the temperature of semiconductor material, then covalent bond will break and they will provide some free electrons and holes. And these free electrons and holes will provide me more and more current. So it means, what is the conclusion about this semiconductor material? In the semiconductor material, conductivity is greater than insulator but less than conductor. Second point, semiconductor materials are made or bounded with the help of covalent bond. Third point, if you are going to increase the temperature of semiconductor material, conductivity will increase because number of electrons increase. So dq by dt, any movement of charge will increase with respect to time t. So in this way, there are 3 points regarding conductors, 3 points regarding semiconductors, and 2 points regarding insulators. So let me again conclude from conductor and semiconductor. Insulator, whose conductivity is totally zero. And what is the reason behind that? No free electrons are available in outermost shell, or just you can say in atoms. Conductivity of conductors are very much high because in outermost shell, or just you can say in the atom, and conductivity will decrease by increasing the temperature, and all the conductors are bounded with the help of ionic bond. Now, semiconductor material conductivity is greater than insulator, less than conductors, and all the semiconductor made with the help of covalent bond. And if you will increase the temperature, conductivity of semiconductor material will increase. So now, example of insulators: mica, ceramic, clay, glass, wood, etc. An example of conductors: all the metals. Example of semiconductors: so here is my interest. Example of semiconductor material like gallium arsenide, indium phosphide, gallium arsenide, silicon, germanium. So first three: gallium arsenide, indium phosphide, gallium arsenide, indium phosphide. First three are compound semiconductor material. Keep in your mind. Mixed semiconductor material. So these semiconductor material, any compound semiconductor material, are very costly and very power hungry. So people are not going to use generally, only some given by some order or some specific applications are there, then we are going to use these material, otherwise we are not going to use. Okay. Application specific, like if I want to make some high speed 5G devices, then I am going to use gallium arsenide, indium phosphide, or gallium arsenide, indium phosphide. Or we are going to fabricate some LED or laser, then we are going to use compound semiconductor material. Otherwise, in normal way, I am going to use semiconductor material, and those are silicon and germanium. So again, we need to categorize which one is most popular, silicon or germanium in the market. So my answer will be silicon. Silicon is most popular semiconductor material, and 85 to 90% market has been covered by silicon, not by germanium, not by compound semiconductor material. Okay. So what is the reason behind that? Why this silicon is so popular? Anyone can reply? Why silicon is so 85
In silicon is
germanium and gallium arsenide? Silicon is,
easily accessible.
there is easily accessible. So
Yes, sir, from
easily
Bangalore.
accessible means yes, it may be one reason, but not
Sir, it is called Bangalore is
only the
called
reason.
Silicon Valley of India.
Silicon Valley of
India.
Silicon Valley of
Silicon Valley of India.
Silicon Valley is not available in India because Silicon Valley is not available in India. In the Bangalore, we
Sir,
are saying that
yes, sir.
Bangalore is Silicon
Bangalore is
Valley.
called
Silicon
Silicon
Valley
Valley of
is
India.
available in Silicon Valley of India. That is, a few years before, people were saying that मैनचेस्टर, नॉर्थ इंडिया मैनचेस्टर किसको बोलते थे? कानपुर को, है ना? तो मतलब है सिलिकॉन वैली इज अवेलेबल इन यूएसए, यूनाइटेड स्टेट ऑफ अमेरिका, सिलिकॉन वैली, and all the silicon products are coming from there only, right? So the reason behind covering is low power consume.
नहीं, प्लीज कर दें।